I see a lot of you guys got very butthurt yesterday when I was out here making fun of Tim Pool. But I wasn't really making fun of Tim Pool because Tim Pool can always improve. Tim Pool can always dress conservatively. I'm making fun of Tim Pool's clothing. Yes, Tim Pool dresses like it comes from a Hot Topic discount clothing bin, and that's the reason why. That's the reason why the Daily Show is making fun of him, and that is the reason why I'm making fun of him. Tim Pool is not a good representation for conservatives. Tim Pool is like a representation for the Dungeons and Dragons Club, and we're gonna let him talk. It seems like he wants to complain about women, so we're gonna hear Tim Pool complaining about women because he's one of the few people that can turn to the Daily Show making fun of Tim Pool to complaining about women. Let's go.
Women are trying to go upwards beyond their own capabilities. So let me stress this for you, Jordan, for the context you missed. If a woman is in her 30s, mid-30s, and she makes $50,000 a year, a man who makes $50,000 a year is not going to want to settle down with an older woman. He's going to go for a younger woman. In this capacity, my point was, in these liberal spaces, the people that I had been around in all of it, it's crazy to me. Not that I don't have a family, because they're trying to frame it like I'm desperate and couldn't find anybody. My point was, my dad had 2 kids by the time.
But they said Tim Pool was desperate and he couldn't find anybody. Tim Pool had to settle for the first girl that gave him attention when he was back in school. Like, Tim Pool met his girlfriend, and he also said his girlfriend was younger than him. But he said he met his girlfriend when he was in high school, and then Tim Pool also said he never went to high school. So Tim Pool was actually working at the airport and met his girlfriend in high school.
By the time he was 27. It's crazy that we live in a society where that was acceptable and normal. When I decided to get married and have a family, I did. But they're pulling that context out. But let's play.
In fairness, I'm sure it's hard out there for guys who look like Joe Pesci's Home Alone stunt double.
Joe Pesci's fantastic.
It's hard out here for a simp. He's on here trying to YouTube for the rent. And with all his businesses getting repossessed back, it leaves the whole 10 cast out here jumping ship.
Fantastic. I'll take it. What I do want to mention is in the comments, there's a really great one. You think it's crazy that you're 34 and you don't have any family. What's crazy? You can't figure out why. I'm 39. That's how far back they're going for this. This is wild.
Okay, fine. He's not great at analyzing his love life, but that doesn't mean he isn't great at analyzing the political landscape and telling
Let's go.
us not just what's happening, but what's going to happen.
I'm just going to be honest with you guys. Tim Pool is like the super liberal from the 90s. Like, if you would have showed me Tim Pool before Donald Trump, I knew he was voting for Bernie. I knew he was going to settle for Hillary. I don't think Tim Pool voted for Donald Trump yet because Tim Pool hasn't made that transformation. Tim Pool is still in that cocoon in between childhood and adulthood. Like, a lot of teenagers put on a mask and they try to hide who they are on the inside to fit in. And it seems like Tim Pool never let this mask fall off yet.
To happen next. Like the predictions he made about January 6th, 2 days prior.
Okay. First question, did I make a prediction about January 6th, 2 days prior? Newsweek says exclusive threat of pro-Trump violence in Washington overshadows inauguration security plans. Oh, I just love.
Well, let's think about Tim Pool. Did Tim Pool actually make a prediction? No, because Tim Pool isn't a psychic. And Tim Pool is actually dressing more bummy than he did years ago. Yes, Tim Pool is slowly evolving into a bigger bum every year.
The depravity of these news outlets. When did Trump tweet, "Go get violent," and instigate? Wait a minute, was that a jump cut? Let's try that again. You see what they do here? Well,
So now he's accusing the Daily Show of jump cutting or whatever. Why does it say TDS? I don't know. A lot of this stuff around Tim Pool don't make sense. A lot of stuff around these liberal guys pretending to be conservative don't make sense. Can we get like the old school liberals? Matter of fact, they don't come on TV. They don't come on TV because when they come on TV, it's real boring. Like, what's the dude's name? Hannity. Hannity's one of them real conservatives. He don't talk about nothing fun. Everything he talks about is boring. Like, how are we going to lower taxes to keep the bills down and stop crime in the streets? It's not fun. It's not glamour. Just being a conservative wants you to get back to reality, and it looks like Tim Pool is still in his high school sweetheart dream or whatever, even though he's a high school dropout. They say sometimes you stun your growth when you never allow yourself to grow up. So Tim Pool is out here stunning his growth. I don't know what Tim Pool's on, but he looks like he's on a whole medicine cabinet plus one or two of them. So just let me know in the comment section below what you think this man is on. Do you think he's any type of supremacist? Because I heard he's a supremacist like the Supreme Pizza or something. I don't know. Holla at me. See you guys around. Peace.